Today I'm going to talk about how wrong Dave Ramsey has been on Bitcoin and gold and why people need to stop taking advice from him literally. You can listen to him, he has good general advice. I like his budgeting advice. But when it comes to investing and debt and how to utilize debt, he's only giving you his perspective just based on how he talks about debt. He clearly had a bad experience with credit cards. He clearly over leveraged when he was younger. Got himself into a bad situation like many of us do, and we climb out of it. Work hard, you can climb out of it. But if you're in your 20s and 30s, 15, 20 years away from actually retiring, his strategy, to me, I use parts of it, but if you were to follow that, you'd miss out on so many gains. So on the left side, they both of these guys posted it today, and I follow both of them. Dave Ramsey is on the left, and then on the right side is a channel called What Happened to Common Sense. I believe his name is Eli. But so on the left, we have more of an old school thinking with Dave Ramsey. He's scared of debt, scared to take any calculated risk. And he's saying the last sentence down there, I only recommend investing in mutual funds or real estate that's paid for with cash. Okay, I live in Seattle. Some people live in New York, in San Francisco. How are you going to pay cash? How are you going to pay full cash for real estate out here? How? And that's not even a good use of your money. The interest rates are almost zero. Why would you pay full cash for that when you could take on a low interest rate, invest the cash in smartly, and get a higher return than that interest rate that you're paying? Then we look on the right side. So I like to have the left side, I say, is more old school thinking. That generation is the generation of pensions. There's no more pensions. No companies giving out pensions anymore. That's the generation when they were living out, when Social Security, before Social Security found out people were going to live till 100. That's where the Dave Ramsey's mindset comes from. It's old school. It's not bad or wrong. It's just one way of looking at cash flow, investing, debt, real estate. Then we look on the right side at the channel, What Happened to Common Sense. He's showing an article that was over 25 years old and how wrong they were. This one is that says the internet is for gambling and porn only. And then right below that, there's a headline that says people will never trust a website with their credit card. I mean, look how foolish those two first statements sound. That were only about 20 years ago, 25 years ago. Then the next two, Bitcoin is just a tool for criminals and tax evaders. I remember that one 5 years ago. If you listen to that, you're foolish. And then the most recent, Ethereum is only good for scam coins and Ponzi schemes. Anybody who says that just does not understand the technology and the platform that Ethereum is. So again, you can keep listening to the Peter Schiffs of the world, the Dave Ramseys of the world. They have some good advice. I'm not saying they're completely wrong. But you need to look for people that are more interested in kind of disruptive technologies, right? Look at that headline. The internet is just for gambling and porn. If you believe headlines and mainstream media, you would have said, okay, the internet's not for me. I'm not going to invest in something that's for gambling and porn. But again, they were 1,000% wrong. And if you read parts of this article, I mean, their tone is like they're just so right. Their tone is like, don't be an idiot, basically. Don't buy into this risky thing. And if you listen to them, you literally missed out on, you missed out on the biggest technological boom in human history, probably. So let's go look at Bitcoin at 2015, if you would have listened to Dave Ramsey. So here's a chart showing gold from 2015 to now. In 2015, gold was about $1,000 an ounce. Today, gold is about $1,700 an ounce. Okay? So Dave Ramsey. And that, keep in mind, this went up at the same, pretty much similar to what the stock market went up. They both went up a lot. But look at gold. It didn't drop. While the stock market's very volatile right now, gold is sitting at all-time highs in the last 7 years. So that's the value of gold. It's a store of value that's not tied to an economy. In fact, when the economy does bad, gold tends to go up. So there's a purpose for it. If you listen to Dave Ramsey, he's going to tell you to sell all your precious metals and go get cash and buy mutual funds and real estate. That's all he's going to say. Now let's look at Bitcoin. 5 years ago, Bitcoin was $300. 5 years ago, Bitcoin was $236. If you would have did the exact opposite of what Dave Ramsey said to you, you'd probably be a $250,000 for sure, depending on how much you put in there and when you sold it. But even if you didn't sell it yet, you have literally 10x'd your money. So go ahead and keep listening to Dave Ramsey, and go ahead and keep listening missing out on growing your money, making your money work for you. That's the purpose, right? We're not trying to work forever and can't even keep pace with inflation. So I'm going back to the two guys I had on the screen first. Like I said, I follow both of them. I still like to hear Dave Ramsey's perspective, and I like to hear more of a younger person's perspective too. And it's just funny how both of these channels put this out today, and both of them have completely different outlooks on this. I agree with what happened to Common Sense Eli on the right. I do not agree with Dave Ramsey. And history shows that Dave Ramsey is completely wrong. He does not understand cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, period. He should not be speaking on it. He's a millionaire based on what he's done. And that's great for him. Now, a lot of us aren't millionaires, and we're figuring out where should we invest our money. And to tell us not to put anything in crypto or gold, when historically they've done great. Of course, crypto's volatile, but it's not a stock. The volatility in crypto, don't compare it to the volatility of stock markets. It's not the same thing. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. I recommend following both of these guys. I'm not trying to bash either one. I know I've been talking mess about Dave Ramsey, but he has good information on budgeting and how to, depending on what your income is, his approach is really good. If you're more aggressive and willing to take risks like myself, smart, calculated risks, then you got to look for these disruptive technologies like cryptocurrency. Like the internet was 30 years ago. Like Microsoft and Apple were in the 80s. Like NVIDIA is now. Like some of these biotechnology companies that will probably be creating some technology we're not even thinking of. So just wanted to bring up this video because both these guys posted this today. And it's so funny to see two different outlooks. On the left side, you have a more old school thinking. On the right side, you have a more new school thinking, right? Somebody well-versed in technology on the right, somebody not well-versed in technology and computer coding on the left. Neither is 100% right or wrong. Always do your own research and take some calculated risk and understand that it's a risk. If you lose some money, don't panic sell. Expect and hold on to it and reevaluate your position. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And again, I highly recommend following both of these channels, especially What Happened to Common Sense. I think he has really, really good information, and it's all free. It's all on YouTube. So let me know your thoughts.